What's up guys, Brallus here, and I just wanted to bring you a quick review of a game I picked up for $3.50 on Steam called Half Dead 2. And now, it's time. Oh shit, oh shit!
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, what the f***? Half Dead 2 is a kind of like a futuristic game survival show where you play as a person and you work with other people or work against other people to try to escape. So it's kind of like an escape room mixed with like Saw, mixed with like some kind of battle royale game show. It is a first-person game. There is no third-person option, and it runs on Unity engine. So on that note, let's talk about the graphics real quick. So the graphics are pretty good. Basically, you're in a bunch of cube rooms that are all linked together, so there are no vast outdoor environments. So the game ran pretty well for me. I was playing on 4K with everything set to Ultra on a GTX 1080 Ti with 32 gigs RAM and an i7-7700. I had no frame drops, no complications, no hiccups, no glitches, nothing like that. It ran pretty well. Getting into the game itself, the textures look pretty nice. Everything looks like a big metal square. All the rooms look similar and kind of the same, except for the floors or some things that are on the wall. So it doesn't do anything spectacular in terms of graphics, but what it does pretty well. Gameplay-wise, the gameplay is all about getting from one point to another point. So you start off in your little cube room with your co-op partner if you're playing on co-op, and then your objective is to bounce from room to room to try to find the exit to the next floor. And depending on what the game chooses, you'll either spawn into an area where you have to escape 3 different floors or 4 different floors or 5 or 6 different floors. So the dynamic is always changing. The rooms are always different. It's entirely random. You never really know what you're gonna get. So as you and your co-op partner are moving through these rooms, you have to throw a boot into each room to see if it's a trap. So there are some rooms that will just completely barricade themselves as soon as you walk in and then release a bunch of lasers that come down on you and kill you.
Get the shoe.
Or toxic gas or drown you or something like that. So in order to figure out if that room is a trap room, you need to throw a boot in. And now not all trap rooms are going to enclose themselves and just kind of kill your character. Some of them will have little traps like spike walls that fall down or rotating buzz saws or rotating flamethrowers or some crazy shit like that, even landmines, so stuff like that, and you have to jump over them. You have to platform. There's laser rooms that have lasers that shift from one side of the room to the other, up and down, left and right, and you got to kind of weasel your way through that room without getting caught by the lasers. Now you do have a health meter. It's not like one shot, one kill. It really depends. And if you open the door and you go into a spike room, which are really tricky because there's water that like a base of water that covers some of the rooms, and you can't. It's hard to see through it, so you got to throw a shoe in there to see if your shoe falls into the water where the spikes are. My buddy got caught on the spikes a couple times. I got caught on the spikes once.
Oh, you were in the way, so I fell in.
So it's pretty brutal and quite random. You never really know what a room is going to hold. But once you make it to the first exit, they bounce you onto the second floor and the second, third, fourth floor. As you go up or down, because you can either go from the first floor to the fourth or the fourth to the first, whatever your objective is. As you progress to the next level, and then at the next floor, it gets harder and harder, and the trap rooms become to the point where instead of there being a safe room in between the trap rooms where you walk in and there's nothing, you can kind of catch your breath, you end up doing like a blind sprint through the rooms because there's shit falling down on you, there's stuff trying to kill you, there's giant metal centipedes trying to eat you. Like, it's just different per room. So it got very intense as the floors went on. Oh shit, oh shit! Oh no! Help! Help! Oh, teddy bears! Oh, we were almost to the end! Hey! And if you escape, congratulations, you win. You get a loot box, which you open up. A loot crate. Yes, guys, there are loot crates. However, they are not pay to win or pay to whatever loot crates. They're all free with the game as you play. But they contain different items for your character. Helmets, pants, shoes, shirt. My guy looked like a complete jackass when I first started playing the game. Now, there is a PvP mode. There's also a solo mode. The solo mode is, I wouldn't even recommend it. It's kind of pointless unless you're looking for just a quick time waster before you got to go do real life stuff. But the PvP mode is probably my favorite mode besides the co-op. And the PvP mode functions like a battle royale. So in the co-op mode, you just get from one position to another. You and your partners, there could be up to, I think, up to 8 of you. But anyways, the PvP mode is pretty cool. The PvP mode, it functions like a battle royale, like I said. Stop repeating yourself. And the task changes a little bit. The objective changes. So in the battle royale PvP mode, you spawn in a completely random area, and you and the other players have to find the exit. Now, as you are working your way through the trap rooms, the other trap rooms are starting to get lit up with some kind of toxic gas or something. I don't know what exactly it is. I didn't stick around to find out. But the rooms fill up with red on your little mini map. Now, they all obviously push each player that's in the game towards the exit. So as you start meeting these other players, you got to start fighting your way through and trying to make it to the exit. And while you're working your way through, you pick up different armor, you pick up different weapons like flashbangs, grenades, metal pipes, shields, things like that. And you've got to fight your way towards the exit. And now when you make it to the exit, you win. So it's very simple. But like I said, guys, this was just going to be a really quick review. It was a $3.50 game. Me and a buddy were bored. We didn't really have anything to play. I had just finished Star Wars, which our review will be up in the next day or two. So be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, it's a $3.50 game, guys. Half Dead 2. If you're looking for some quick PvP, some quick co-op fun for a cheap price, it looks good. It runs pretty well. Then pick this game up. I mean, it's worth a play for a few hours. We sunk about 2 hours into it last night. I do plan on coming back and playing more. And if you plan on picking the game up, leave a comment and let me know that you picked it up, and maybe we can get a big stream going, maybe a big 8-person PvP room going. Because the unfortunate part of this game is that there aren't many people playing it. When I was playing PvP, I ran into about 1 to 2 other players. So it was intense enough to the point where it was tolerable. But for the most part, the game is kind of dead. I mean, there's like 20 to 50 concurrent players at a time, which is enough for a PvP, but still, we need more people. So if you plan on picking up the game, let me know. But other than that, we'll see you guys in the next episode of Talk Gaming. See you guys. Oh, shit. Oh, skulls? Skulls this time? Ah! I suck at this game.
Oh, no!